Greetings, Eric Arnold here in the Sports Barn, Tuesday night, October 20th. Here to bring you the recap of this latest goddamn disaster in college football in the National Football League from last weekend. I don't know what's wrong. I'm a little behind schedule this week because I spent some time over the weekend with a subscriber, friend of mine, and I was telling him, I'm doing what I like to do. I'm enjoying what I'm doing here. I like doing this, except I'm no good at it. That's the hell of it. It's kind of frustrating. It's like, we're spending a lot of time on this, not just making videos, but trying to divine the outcome of these games. And it's not like I just started doing this either. I've been doing this for many years. And, generally speaking, I'm better at it than I've been showing you all, which, of course, I guess you're sitting there going, yeah, sure. But I don't know. We're not going to give up. I mean, I still like doing it. I would be more enthused if we picked up a winner here and there. So I have a very short amount of time to get next week's done and up to you and try to figure out what the hell went wrong with last week's. So we're going to have to hustle up here in the next 24 hours. 30 seconds of Biden. I guess the latest information now that you don't know about because it's being hidden from you by everybody else. Apparently, Rudy Giuliani has said that he turned over a copy of Hunter Biden's laptop to the Delaware State Police yesterday. That would be Monday, because they suspect there are images of underage girls on there. I don't know how he figured that out. You take a picture of a naked girl. How do you know how old she is? There might be some kind of text messages that, clue you in. I don't know. He was a little bit the best of Rudy is he's got balls, and he'll go places people are afraid to go. The worst of Rudy is sometimes it's hard to tell what the hell he's talking about. So the best of Rudy is he's bringing out stuff that everybody else has been afraid to touch. So the copy of it, according to Giuliani, is now with the Delaware State Police. So I'm sure just overjoyed to be given a copy of that hard drive. These guys are probably like, oh, Jesus Christ. What is it, 10 days before the election? I think all of them are probably going to make sure they're scheduled off for the next 2 weeks. What makes it worse is the FBI's had this thing for God knows how long, and they've done dick with it. So, what is there something to this, or is the FBI covering it up? Hard to tell. I don't particularly want to see the images of these underage girls, so I can decide for myself. I don't really want to see that. So I don't know what'll I do know what'll happen before the election. As far as on this underage girl issue, nothing will happen. I'm certain of that. Will something happen after the election? I don't know. They put Anthony Weiner in jail for 21 months. I mean, you remember that guy? One of the most powerful members of the United States congressman, Democrat congressman from New York City, just couldn't help himself. He had to send pictures of his dick to anybody and everybody. He did this like 3 different times. He did it the first time, got kicked out of Congress, did it again, had to, lost the mayoral race because of that. And then he just, he's married to, the third time he was married to Huma, Hillary Clinton's top assistant. And he, does it again. I guess if you like Rube Goldberg-esque type puzzles, you could possibly blame Anthony Weiner for Trump. You're saying, how's that possible? Well, remember in October of 2016, it sure looked like Hillary was on the glide path to victory. And then old James Comey Mr. Straight Arrow James Comey appears from the woodwork and says, oh, we have to reopen the Hillary Clinton email case. And everybody went, what? You know, thinking now that finally they're going to get Hillary. Well, why he said that is because they found a shitload of her emails, Hillary's emails on Huma's devices that they were seizing because of the Weiner investigation. They're investigating Weiner for sending his dick around to underage girls. So they've got their hands on Huma's computers. And here, not only are there pictures of Weiner's dick on these Huma computers, there's some of Hillary's emails. So Comey's the one that comes out and goes, oh, God damn it, we found new Hillary emails. I told you we would tell you if we found anything new, and by God, we did. So he does this 5-10 days before the election. And wouldn't you know, Trump then goes on to win in an upset. So I suppose you could, in a way, Democrats, blame Anthony Weiner. So it's not totally beyond the possible that there could be underage girls on Hunter Biden's laptop. I'm just saying, it's happened before. It's happened before. Not unusual. It's unusual, but it's happened before. So anyway, let's go with let's cover the disaster that was last weekend. All these games are relatively just, they're just losses on top of losses. I don't know what to do here. This was a screw up. I made a mistake here. I forgot to account for the coaching difference. Georgia State has a bad coach. That's my fault. I should have never been there with that guy. He lost that game for him. He was running the ball at will. Late in the game, game's close. Suddenly he decides to throw it every down. They lose. Foolish coaching decision. SMU, they won the game, but they didn't cover the 6. I don't know. Don't have a comment there. Well, I screwed this up. The model said take South Florida, and they've been so bad, I just couldn't, and they've never won up in Philadelphia. So I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and take Temple. Temple should crush them. Well, Temple won, but they didn't cover. So I screwed up there. I flipped the winner into a loser. We actually got one. It seems like if you need a winner, check out a Army or Navy, Armed Forces Academy. Those are usually pretty safe bets, it seems. I think I flipped the winner into a loser here. I just figured that Auburn always beats South Carolina. Well, they broke the streak that went back to 1933. South Carolina went ahead and broke that streak, so that's allowed. Les Miles didn't make the trip. I didn't know that. I guess I should have. I guess Kansas played better without Les Miles. And they lost by 21, but covered. Oh, I screwed. This is so frustrating. The model just screamed, Liberty, Liberty, Liberty. They said this is a best bet. I mean, Liberty will kill Syracuse. And I just could not believe it. Couldn't believe it. Lo and behold, Liberty did kill Syracuse. Here, there's a blotch here. I know, this lighting blotch there. How about that? Now you can probably see it. Syracuse was getting 3.5 at home. I couldn't believe it. I turned a big winner into a loser. Stupid me. So that should have been a best bet winner. I screwed that up. Clemson, that one we got right with all the 10,000 scribbles up there. Clemson scored like 70 points. That was just what we were hoping for. Didn't get enough of that, just one. Screwed this up. The model like Kentucky. I went ahead and took Tennessee because Tennessee owns Kentucky. Except, this time around because, well, Tennessee is just not nearly as good as Kentucky. So that was a loser. I don't know what happened there. That's a loser. UAB, they came through. I was a W. Army, thank you, Army. They came through against San Antonio. I don't know what's wrong with Notre Dame. That's a team that I think right now you'd have to say does not belong anywhere near any kind of playoff. They are just struggling with some pretty mediocre teams. I mean, they beat Louisville 12-7 at home. Gee, I mean, come on, man. That's not very good. This top play, that sucked. This could have gone either way. Um, this was, I think, a 31-20 loss. We were getting 4.5. NC State had a play there at the end where they're driving for the go-ahead touchdown, and they threw the ball in the end zone, went right through the Duke's defender's hands, just right through his hands. Would have been an interception. And then the receiver caught it in a miracle catch in the end zone. So instead of getting a pick and they get no points, they catch it and get 7 points and go on to beat us. So that sucked. Troy, never close. Eastern Kentucky played much better. Perhaps what we, what I think I made a mistake on here is I'm going to call this the Jim theory. I've got a friend of mine named Jim. That actually is his real name. He a great golfer. Great golfer. I mean, whatever you call him, a scratch golfer, no handicap. He can walk out onto any course and shoot par. Whenever I go out and golf with him, I'm terrible. I cannot golf at all. I'm not bad. All right, I'm bad. But when I play with him, I'm beyond bad. I mean, I'm awful. It's so frustrating. It's like, I know I'm not this bad. I kind of think maybe this is the Jim theory. In other words, you take Eastern Kentucky, and they're bad, and you put them up against a team like Pittsburgh or even a Marshall, I think, or was it West Virginia? Let's say West Virginia, just for fun. That's a team that's so much better than they are. That's like me playing with Jim. They're not going to play their best game. They're just going to go out there, make mistakes, and get blown out. Whereas if they're playing Troy, that's if I'm going out and play with my friend Gene, who's pretty good, but he's not that much better than me. He's better than I am, but he's not that much better than I am. I play better when I play with Gene. He elevates my game, but I'm not so intimidated by him that I get all, I can't hit anything. So I think that's part of the Jim theory, that if you're playing a team that's so much better than you are, it's almost intimidating. You're going to not play your best game, and you're going to get blown the hell out. Anyway, there, I made that up on the spot for you, the Jim theory. Here's a winner, Wake Forest. They got that done. That was a top-rated game. Texas A&M, we got that one right. Marshall, apparently, is better than we give these guys credit for. I think they won 35-17. I'm still looking for places to fade them. I'm not buying an undefeated Marshall team. I don't think the football gods are going to allow that. I don't know what happened here. I do and I don't. I know exactly what happened here. 3 stars on Florida State. Look, Florida State's starting to get their shit together. It's a highly talented team that's in flux. And now Norville's healthy. He's going to weed out the idiots, the malcontents. It'll take a little while, but every time he goes up against, on TV or something, these talented kids want to show what they can do. Another nationally televised game for Florida State. They're not going to let North Carolina walk all over them by 21 points in Tallahassee on TV, on Saturday night on ABC. They weren't going to do that, unbeknownst to me in the model. So, that's where we're in the wrong place there. I think Norville is an okay coach. He got off to a bad start at Florida State where, he was a little loose with his words as far as what he did, as far as talking to his kids about the rioting and the protesting and the Floyd murder. And then, you know, so they called him on it, which, you know, it's kind of like, all right, well, it is what it is. So now you got to try to repair the damage. So Florida State, you know, we're probably going to be a little more careful in, you know, laying huge points against them, because we were never in that game. This might have been our best pick all weekend. It was postponed. That might have been the best we did all weekend. Here we are with Boston College. I don't know what we're doing with that. I don't know what we're doing with that. That's a terrible team. That team sucks. And there we got them. Loss. We managed to get Alabama. You know, it was neck and neck there, and then there was some turnovers, and Alabama just pulled away. I don't know. Yeah, you know, that's all I can say there is that. The pros, I mean, that's twice now that I've picked against Nick Foles, and he's burned me. I've denied him once. I've denied him twice. I guess if I deny him this weekend, I'll be John the Baptist, and we'll see. I don't know. They play LA. They play the Rams. Have to check that game out. The Vikings sunk us. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, that's a bad loss for those guys, because they were in it. You know, they still were in it. They got a lot of easy games left, the Vikings. But, you know, it's getting really late early for those guys. Oh, we caught lucky here with the Titans. They had that game pretty well in their grasp. And then that kicker, who seems to just find ways to screw me, that Gutowski, gets kicked blocked, and then they drive down the length of the field, slam it in, boom, big turn of events. We were winning, now we're losing. But we get lucky at the end as Derrick Henry scores on the very last chance we had to win the game or cover. Third down from the 3, and he doesn't make it. They're kicking a field goal, and we lose. But he got in, and we won, so hooray for us. This probably could have gone either way. Washington scores late rather than kick the extra point and send us to overtime and give us a chance. They go for 2, which seals our loss. So that could have gone either way. The Bengals, they played very well against the Colts, ultimately losing but covering. The Patriots. I mean, I've been looking for places to play the Patriots, because I just think Belichick is just that good. I don't know. Maybe the COVID defeats everyone. You know, even Belichick can't handle the COVID, because they look like shit. They look like complete shit. We're never in that game, and I don't know what to do there. I mean, I can't throw Belichick over. I mean, you just can't quit on him. He's too good of a coach, so can't win them all on that one. I guessed right here. I feel okay about that one. I kind of was able to see that one coming. This one, same thing. Our top play there, the 49ers, that was pretty much 49ers from the jump, and that was good. And then last night, oh man, I guess I should have just, rushed out here to give you guys that pick, because I thought it was pretty good, and I guess I should have just stuck it in my pocket and just done nothing. But the Cowboys were never close. I guess the thinking, I guess they're not, they haven't been, what happened here was embarrassing. That's the mistake I made, was they're coming off a win. I want that team embarrassed. And now they've been embarrassed. Now they're dangerous, maybe. Maybe they're just bad. But, I did not get a rally round the flag effort like I hoped for. In fact, I got a we quit effort. And that is a quit team. I mean, you get that team down, they will quit. Elliott has a habit of, folding the tents when he gets down. So, bad weekend. Discouraged. We'll try to do better. we'll have something. I don't know if we'll have something for you tomorrow. That's a pretty quick turnaround. I haven't even started yet. I haven't even started. I guess the Eagles play. See, here's going to be something interesting. My brother hates Donald Trump. And of course, the last debate is Thursday. And of course, that's running opposite of the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. So, I guess I asked my brother, I didn't say nothing about the debate. I said, "You coming over here Thursday?" "Yeah." So, that tells me that, politics is one thing, but the Eagles, that's all of it right there. It's the Eagles. So that's a good question, and I'm going to ask him that. If Donald Trump was the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, I wonder if my brother would vote for him. I don't know. That's a tough one. I wonder what he would do. All right. Well, thanks for being here. Like I said, we're going to try to get some winners for you next weekend. I don't know what we're going to try yet, but we're going to try. and Jesus, I'm a little bit perplexed. I'm a lot perplexed. All right. Well, I won't drag this out anymore. Thanks for being here. Thank you, 40 subscribers, and we will talk to you again.